It's Arsenette from Ramley Regan, back behind my couch. It's overcast today, so if the color looks a little weird and whatever, I still have my... In fact, I waited like as long as I possibly could to try to... until I kind of looked okay. I've been in vampire mode, and I can't record anything in the middle of the night because it's so freaking dark in here. So that's why the last video that I did was all audio. And so... I kept the window closed this time, so hopefully I won't have any whoosh sounds. Sorry about that. So either way, when I'm not feeling well, I marathon the living hell out of things. It's just, I love watching series that I like over and over and over to the point where I'm learning Japanese because I listen to it so much. I actually, sometimes I'm doing something else, like I multitask a lot. And so I have that running in the background and I'm like, oh, okay, I'm actually listening to the whole thing in Japanese and yeah. So I've been watching a lot of Chihaifuru. That's another series that Sentai actually did announce that it's coming. I'm a little worried about it because, first of all, if it's the same dub series as Log Horizon and Outbreak Company, I'll be very happy because I like that. I like them a lot. They do a really good job. They translated the poems. I hope they don't translate the poems in the anime series because it's gonna sound so damn weird. It just doesn't fit right. It doesn't have the right words. It just... Now if they do what they did with, like, because I watched the whole series on Crunchyroll and now I watch it through VRV because it's through Crunchyroll and yeah. But those are one series that I'm really worried about how they're gonna do that. Now, if they keep, like, you know, they'll just put the translations underneath and keep the sound of the, like, the actual, or at least they say it in, I am so worried about that series. I love that series so much. So, yeah, it's coming out, I think, in September, and holy crap, is it expensive! So... yeah, I might have to get like the cheaper one and pray for a sale because oh my god, that's expensive. And yeah, it's all 24 episodes or 26, whatever the heck episodes, but I'm really worried about that series. I really hope it does well. Yeah. Now if it's both seasons, and I think each of them are 20, so if it's 50? I don't know, I have to do research on that. All I know is I saw the price tag and went then I saw the poems and then I got really depressed. Yeah. Let's not talk about that right now. So we'll see what happens. Hopefully they'll come up with a trailer where I hear the dub. Again, I'm not worried about the actual voices, the characters being voiced, because they have been doing good dubs, and if it's the same type of voice cast from the other ones, I should be fine. It's just, what are they gonna do with the poems? That's like the whole series. Just, yeah. So another one that I've been watching is, and I've been getting questions on what my all-time favorite series is. This. So hopefully, yeah, I got it. Yay! So curious about that. So I absolutely adore the series. In fact, I've gotten every single translated manga ever made. Keeps going, right? Keeps going. Keeps going. Yeah, there's more. And then these, and I think these are it. I think are it, or do I have some in the back bedroom? I don't know. There's a lot of them. Typical fashion, I'm slow in reading, so my husband's read these like twice over. It just is. I'm slow in reading, but I love this series. The thing that frustrates me about this is or was licensed by Funimation. I don't even know if they still own it. They did the first series and then did the second movie. Now, there is an entire second series, second season, and like 2 or 3 OVAs, all of which I had to resort to illegal streaming to have it. Like, I downloaded the whole thing and it looks like crap because no one has like a really clean copy of it, which is really annoying. So please, Funimation, can you get more of this? I'll buy a Blu-ray of this. And yes, the animation's very, very different. You have like the elongated legs and arms. I don't care. I love this series. Out of all the Clamp series, and there's so many of them that are put together, like different worlds that are all connected because it's Clamp. This is still my favorite series, and I watch this constantly, and I go straight to the second season is actually my favorite more than the first season, which is a little weird, but it just gets better and better and better and better and better. And so, oh god, Funimation, please do the other set. So, let me see what else I got. Oh! So, also Funimation, yay, thank you, because this was originally, was this Bandai before? I'm trying to mention who originally owned the Haruhi series. And they had this really cheeky thing where they had a space, and they actually had, let's see what it is. They actually had like pictures and stuff, you know, look at the characters and stuff like that. But the more important thing about having this little box is that it had a space for something. Now, from what I understand, that I'm not too entirely versed on this, there was something that was part of the series. In fact, let me backtrack. I watched the original Haruhi series 1 and like the little shorts and stuff. I never saw season 2. And then finally a friend of mine told me to watch the movie. And I'm like, Haruhi was okay. It was just like, okay. And then I saw the movie and I went, alright, screw it. I'm going back to get the other stuff. I ended up marathoning the rest of it. Crunchyroll had it for a time. I'm not sure if they still have it. They might, or might be Funimation. I don't know. I have VRV now, so I have them both. So one of them has it. And I went back to season 2 because of it, because there was a reference in the movie that, without spoiling the movie, you had to see the second season for it. And I'm not sure if anybody's heard of the Endless 8. There are basically 8 episodes that are virtually identical. It's sort of like a Groundhog's Day where you kept redoing things over and over and over. But it was shot by completely different angles, with different directors and stuff. And something was slightly different with each one. That is like evenly split. There are people that are absolutely hate that. And then me, absolutely love it. In fact, I never skip a single episode of Endless 8 because the result of that is the reason why this exists. And I was so, in fact, I got this last night. it was just released. This was, I believe, from what I was saying before, was actually a different company that owned it, you know, like it was licensed by different people. And so it took a while for Funimation to get the rights to this series, but I am so happy. So I get to take that little box out and I have my full set. Yay! And this is so cool. And just, that movie was amazing. It was long. It was surprisingly long because usually it's like an hour and a half. This was like, I think it was like 3 hours. I don't even know. It was long, but and again, the dub for this is the same dub for Lucky Star, which is my other favorite series. And it's amazing. I was so happy that they got all of it together. So it's just, yay! I think Bang Zoom did that one. So yeah, that's been Haruhi, and then I've been watching Holic, and I've been watching Chihaya Furu. So that was been like the entire month of May. So thanks for the comments on the last video. It took me like 2 days to do that video. So I'm happy you guys like it. So yay. But I had something at the end that I got a message from, which I was, it's like only the one person that I thought would and did, and that was early this morning. the story to Tenshi Muyo. Tenshi Muyo was a series that I saw before it hit Cartoon Network. A friend of mine had a Laserdisc, and so we didn't have one, and he wasn't going to carry it around, so he copied the Laserdisc onto VHS. And so what ended up happening, we ended up watching, I believe it was the first 5 episodes. And the end of the 5th episode was that cliffhanger that I had posted on the last video. That was the only Laserdisc he had. It wasn't going to get any more because, I don't know, either he ran out of money or whatever, got distracted. He never got another Laserdisc of Tenchi. So for a year, I think, yeah, about a year, it took me that long to finally see what happened in episode 6. It's all of a sudden like, oh my god, Ryoko's going on a rampage and Tenchi's dead and it's like, that's not spoilers. That's been like, I don't even know how many years, and it's been in Cartoon Network forever. But yeah, that was what my story. So a year. So everybody's like, okay, yeah, and that's what it was like to be watching series back then. So if somebody bought, like, this is a complete aside, but it's the same thing. Oh, what series was it? Another series that I hadn't finished, even to this day, is Noir. Same thing. I got all the way to, I think, the last disc. Or, yeah, second to last disc. And then everybody else got bored of it. And I'm like, but I want to see the end. And I never did, to this day. And I haven't gone back to check. I mean, it's not a series that I would buy, so yeah, I just haven't finished. There's a lot of those. It's like, I was always at the mercy of who had their stuff, because I didn't. So unless I liked it, then I would buy the whole series. You know, I did that with Fruits Basket, which yet another thing that's coming out in Blu-ray now. And yeah, so yeah. I can go on for like several series on just like how many I haven't finished. So, it's pretty sad. So in my random pick, I got several of them. So I put one on Twitter, and I'll put it somewhere around here. And then I found these. That. And this one. Yeah, in fact, I don't know if I should frame these or not. Like, yeah. So today's my 20-year wedding anniversary. Yes, 20 years. In fact, I think I've been married longer than some of you have been alive. It's scary. So yeah, it's weird. You know, me, my bony arms. Yeah, I was really sick back then. I had severe anemia. No one knew at that point. I've been going to hospitals up to that point. Yeah, this is like right before I go to hospitals. 3 different states for 4 years. Yeah. It's just weird. So I spent like the entire day, because I've been up since like 2 o'clock in the morning. But just a lot has happened in 20 years, and it's really weird. And so I'm just so happy hubby's still around. So it's just, yeah, I got lucky. I actually hold my current family record. So anyway, on that somber note, I'll talk to you guys in the next video.